Welcome back to another exciting edition right here on the Paranormal Voice. Of course, I am your host for tonight. I am Dale Quigley, of course, and I'm so happy to have you guys back here. 8 o'clock every Sunday night is the place to be. It is a great time to hang out. And oh, by golly, do I have an amazing lady. We've had her back a little while ago, a couple episodes ago, but I'll tell you, I knew we were not done talking about her knowledge and picking her brain and all that. But before I bring her out here, I just want to say a huge thank you out to this month's sponsor. We've got the Haunted Western Block, who's sponsoring the show for the month of October. And an amazing place right there in Lockport, New York. So if you're looking for an exciting adventure in the middle of a hot spot of paranormal activity, the haunted Western Block is definitely the place to be. Go down and check them out. You've probably seen them on 2 seasons of Death Walkers, as well as a season of Expedition X with Josh Gates. A truly amazing, exciting place. And I'm going to be there at some point in October on a Saturday during their Family Fest weekends every Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Haunted Western Block right there in Lockport, New York. You can bring your youngins who's always dreamed about being a paranormal investigator or ever been interested in paranormal investigations. Go down and check them out. There's a QR code that's going to be in the corner. You can scan that code. It'll take you right to their website. You can purchase your tickets. If you are a paranormal group or looking to host an event, it is a one-stop shop place. Heather and Frank down there are doing an amazing job, of course, of Buffalo Phantom Hunters. So, guys, check it out, the Haunted Western Block. Go down and check those guys out. October, they are all in full force of doing uh, public guides. They do during the day. They do history guides, and then at night, of course, they do a little. They can do a group investigation, or like I said, if you are a paranormal investigating team looking for a new place to go, Lockport, New York is definitely a place to be. And there's also a lot more uh, haunted places nearby. You've got the famous Hinsdale houses nearby. Uh, you've got Palmyra, New York, at the Palmyra Museum, and all kinds of great things. So hey, you can make it a great weekend. Just go down, visit all kinds of haunted places. Of course, right there close to Niagara Falls, New York, where you can a lot of haunted attractions as well. So guys, check these guys out, the Haunted Western Block right there in Lockport, New York. So I want to thank those guys for being our sponsor this month. So right now, I'm going to bring out our fantastic guest because, like I said, it is going to be another fast hour because this girl, she is just so knowledgeable. Her background, the way she approaches the paranormal, it is just truly amazing. Of course, I'm talking about Dr. Harley Black. She has a PhD in parapsychology and master's degree in metaphysics, which came from the Institute of Metaphysical and Humanistic Sciences. She's been a longtime investigator. She's done, been doing this for many, many years, and just her approach to the paranormal, it's refreshing, and it takes a whole different view. She takes the scientific view to the paranormal. And of course, anybody who knows the paranormal knows that's exactly what the paranormal is about. It is about science trying to explain what we're all experiencing. What is that bump in the night happening all about? So right now, please welcome back my amazing guest back for a second round. Who knows? We might have to have her back for a third round, but here she is, Miss Harley Black. How are you doing, darling? Oh.
Hi.
I hope I didn't
We are
lose you again.
still having, I think,
Uh,
electronical delays. There we go. Oh my
it,
goodness.
it, it could still be a reverb effect from the UFO contact convention I was just at. Always have fun up there. Amazing time because you never know what you're going to experience when you are going to be at a UFO contact convention right up there in Holt Lake, Michigan. I don't know if you've ever been up that way before, but there's been a lot of UFO sightings. So they good friends of the show, Deb and RJ DeRoos, and of course Mike Smith. They host the event every year in Holt Lake, Michigan. So it's always an amazing time. And then of course you have the lovely Miss Andrea Perrin who's down there, who is part of the Galactic family. And when she gets out there and she starts singing to the Galactics in the sky, it's like a circus. It's truly amazing. It's something to truly take in if the UFO thing is something you're definitely interested in for sure. So since we caught up last, how you
I
been
was
doing?
just
I'm sorry.
I'm great. I actually going off of your UFO sightings. I was just recently at the historical museum here in my town, which is it's pretty much a village. There's less than 2,000 people here. And I was hearing from some of the farmers that are harvesting their soybeans and cornfields right now that they are seeing cigar-like shaped crafts in the air above their fields as they're harvesting.
That I would not doubt. I mean, I think there's been even more sightings of UFOs happening more and more. I don't know if it's because, I mean, just listening to the people at the UFO Contact Convention and what they're having to say at about, there's a ship. It's called Alpha. It's been tracked. It's been showing up everywhere. So I would not doubt that we are getting closer and closer to a real life visit where the world's going to be astonished, and something that a lot of these experiencers already been having. So it's definitely something to be checking out. And like I said, it's always amazing to uh, yeah, if anybody else in the audience, if you can let me know if the audio is coming through or not, because sometimes it's like I said, when we start talking about aliens and stuff like that, it sometimes seems like they like to get involved and like to mess with electronics. I know quite a few UFO shows we've done in the past where we've actually been kicked off the internet, like just out of the blue. Like everybody was just talking, all of a sudden it just blip. I've got one good sounds all good here, so let's just hope. So Harley, welcome back. It's so good to see you again. Um, so
Thank you.
where we left off last time. Oh, we were talking about so many things. It was so amazing, and I mean, I've been getting nothing but feedback about how your approach to the paranormal is a breath of fresh air. And I mean, I know there's a lot of people doing it, but it just seems like the way you're doing it, it's a motivational, and it's also groundbreaking. So it's also good to hear, and it's also too that you are a female at the forefront of the paranormal field. So because we don't hear about too many female scientists that are doing this. That's for sure.
That yes, I am a definitely a diamond in the rough when it comes to the paranormal field. More, it is definitely a male dominated area, and so when they see somebody like me come in, they always expect I'm going to be the scaredy one that's going to run away. When it's definitely the opposite, as I'm the first one to run towards whatever is making noises.
Uh, so since you've been here last, can you kind of give us an update? What you've been up to? What have you been working on? Is there anything in particular that you've been trying out new lately that on any investigations that you've been on?
Yeah, absolutely. So we kind of touched last time how my house burnt down and the box was completely intact. That is a like an exact like carbon copy of the big box in Zach Bagans Museum. So the house is being rebuilt right now. They have up all the framing and stuff. They've got most of the flooring, and it just looks really spooky in there. And so it was a great opportunity for me to take to get some really good content. However, in the midst of me getting content, we've been having just an astronomical amount of poltergeist activity with the workers' tools are moving, their wood is moving out of the way. My workers are hearing me yelling at them when I'm not even on site.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's been kind of crazy. So I've been really focusing all of my attention on my house.
So when you say poltergeist activity, now, I mean, that is not a term that we hear a lot. Like, of course, I mean, when people hear poltergeist activity, they automatically probably think of like the movie The Poltergeist, which, I mean, in some sense, poltergeist hauntings can be pretty violent because they are more to be a more darker entity that are doing these kinds of haunts. Uh, from your perspective, how would you say you would explain a poltergeist activity in the sense of how it's happening in a place that you live in that's being rebuilt?
I think I kind of understood you. I'm really having a bad time with audio. But so right now we're having 8 foot 2x6 boards completely moving from one end of the room to the other.
Wow.
I have the workers have like giant table saws that are in the house that are near the outlets, and then they're moved but the next morning to on another side of like a room. Um, it is just insane. I actually was there and I actually have it on video where boards are moving, doors are opening and closing behind me.
Right.
I had nobody with me at that time, so I just skedaddled and got out of the house.
Now, nobody is getting physically attacked because we've heard cases in the past of poltergeists actually attacking people. Now, is there anybody that's been physically attacked while working?
Not that I'm aware of,
Okay.
but I have a bunch of unexplained bruises. Like I don't know if it'll come up on my screen or not, but there's like a huge bruise like down my
Yeah,
forearm and on my
yeah, it
stomach.
looks
I've
like in
got
this
and it
area
what
right here
looks like
looks.
handprints.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And that's
mean,
just their bruises are coming out of nowhere. I won't have and I'm a super klutz. I am like a like walking disaster when just in my normal life. But these are coming from like out of thin air. I have not received any scratches or anything like that. I don't notice the bruises until I'm like in the shower. I'm like, oh wait, how did that happen? And then you'll see like what looks like a handprint
okay.
of bruises, especially on my abdomen and on my stomach.
Now I just want to. It's just bruising. There's no scratches. Like you're not
No
experiencing scratching.
scratches.
Okay. That I mean that's good because like I mean I know
No.
scratching moves to a whole new level. There is a question on this bottom of the screen. Is there a movie out there that you find super accurate to real life encounters with aliens or spirits?
Um, I probably would say Paranormal Activity, the very first one. That would be like the most accurate where people just set up cameras in their houses and stuff just goes haywire. That's yeah, the most like realistic depiction. Or the Blair Witch Project. I
That's
like
what
that
I
one
was gonna
too
say. I
because you just don't ever know.
Yeah, with me, I see. I've seen. See, when I watch the Paranormal Activity movies, I found like okay, yeah. If you want to talk about a poltergeist activity, to me that would be poltergeist activity. But the Blair Witch Project, actually, I actually had to leave the movie theater because I got motion sickness watching that film. So I've
I
still
think a
to this
lot of
day,
people did with that one. They didn't like the filming.
but that was I think that's what made that movie so unique is that they actually let the actors carry the cameras, and I mean, we as a paranormal investigator, I'm sure a lot of our most of our videos look the same way.
Absolutely. And those actors in that movie did not actually have a full script. They didn't really know what was going to happen. They knew something. And so all of their reactions and everything were raw and that really pure fear, which I think really set that movie apart from a lot of the Hollywood horror movies.
So I got to take a break from the seriousness, and I do have to ask you because I know I've been helping you out here. How is your contest going? The Faces of Horror. How is that going for you?
Say that one more time for me.
The contest that you're a part of, the Faces of Horror. You were.
Oh, oh my gosh. Yes. It is so good. I just I reached the quarterfinals. I finished in first place of my group or whatever. The voting resumes again in 17 hours, so tomorrow at some point. I'm super, super excited. And I mean, a lot of people have donated money. Every dollar is one vote, but it goes towards a great, great cause for the Starlight Children's Foundation. And these children either have terminal illnesses or they're like severely, severely injured in some way. And so the money goes towards them. Now, the grand prize is to meet Jamie Lee Curtis and Hodder Kane. He played Jason, and then Matthew Lillard, and it would just be fantastic. But overall, it's for the kids.
That's great. So yeah, so everybody, please follow Harley on all of her social media. She's going to post the link when it becomes live once again, and please vote for this lovely lady. Let's make a dream come true for her and for the kids. Like you said, it's about the kids mostly. But hey, if you get to do something that's a once in a lifetime opportunity, maybe it'll lead to something bigger. Who never knows? But yeah, no, I keep watching you do that, and every time it's like, get in there, vote once a day. Okay, let's make sure I'm voting once a day. So so
I
that's great.
appreciate it so much. I am just astonished I've made it this far in the competition. I have been in first place since it started. So I just thank everybody so much for your support. And Um, I just want to give a shout out to all my fans. Thank you, because I really, really appreciate it. And this would just be fantastic. And then you get a spread in the Rue Morgue magazine, which I'm a super gory freak, so it's right up my alley.
That's awesome. All right, so I mean, so at the UFO contact convention, I was talking to a few people about portals, and I thought this question would be an amazing question to ask you because of your background, everything you've studied. I want to get your thoughts on portals. What do you know about them? How can you kind of explain them? And maybe origins, like who do you think would mostly be using portals?
That is a loaded Bunch of questions in one. So, okay, so we'll just start at the beginning. So, if you've seen Rick and Morty, where Rick has the portal gun and he can just shoot it and he can teleport anywhere, that is in the lamest of terms what a portal is. It's just there, then you top through, and it opens and closes all at random. Now, how they're created and why they're there is a bazillion and a half different theories. And the main ones go towards either people are creating them, doing some sort of occult activity in a location, which then develops one. Now there's the mirror one where it's kind of like where can see yourself in the mirror like the forwards and backwards, but it like goes like 100 times. So that is thought to like be a portal as well. But then you have ley lines that was created in like the early 19th century, I want to say, in Europe. Some guy decided that he was going to like put out ley lines to all these historic and prehistoric like buildings and structures and areas or whatever. And I don't really know if I believe in ley lines, to be honest, because it was just some guy just like coloring on a map essentially. But the geomagnetic forces though, like underneath the earth and like part of the earth's magma, and like in most of those areas where there's portals, it says there's in theory a higher like magnetic reading there. I don't know. I think that a lot of it has to do with natural um, phenomena, but I do believe full-heartedly that it can also be caused by humans interacting with occult behavior and activities. And just like anything with the paranormal, with a spirit box, with the Ouija board, it doesn't matter what type of communication that you're using. You don't get to choose who comes through your door. This isn't like your front door to your house. You can be like, no, sir, you do not get to come in and you get to shut the door. They're coming in whether you like it or not. And I think that's one thing where paranormal investigators have to really like recognize and be cautious about is as soon as you start diving down this rabbit hole, you don't get to control who comes and sees you. You don't get to control who is attached to you. You don't get to control who wants to talk to you. And it can be bad or it can be good. And you need to be prepared for all of it. That's my thought.
And I love that because what you just said there was so true. Once like, I believe once you open a portal, you cannot control what comes in. Um, but it's always good to have the knowledge on how to close the portal at the end of any session. If you're using a Ouija board or a seance or anything like that, I believe you should always um, try to close it,
Hey,
but at this, yep. So yeah, so
I'm
I'm
so
just
sorry. I'm in
going.
a hotel right now and somebody's knocking at the door.
Oh, but yeah, so I truly believe that a portal can be uh, used to bring in people, but also to transport. Jason, yes, I do agree.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry.
it's all right. So yeah, I agree with you. Bigfoot has been very well known to use portals. I believe that's how they make a lot of their escapes with through portals. I believe aliens use them, but I think all types of uh, creature or cryptids or aliens use them, and I think they mostly use them to get through one dimension to another dimension. Um, I believe that that is a very open gate that will connect multiple worlds for those people that believe that this is not the only universe. Our universe is not the only one, that there are multiple universes on multiple levels, which brings in the theory of why um, cryptids can just disappear in front of your eyes or appear in front of your eyes and make their escape before they are ever caught. And this is why we cannot catch a Bigfoot. So, I mean, I know portals are the biggest mystery in the paranormal field when it comes to using them. I have another. I heard a theory that aliens aren't from other planets; they're from other dimensions. That could be very well. I've heard that theory as well. I mean, Harley, I don't know if you want to make a comment on uh, the planets being from dimensions and not from another world. I have a hard time believing they're from, space, because I think if they were from outer space, I think with all the research that is done through NASA and other sky projects that they would have been discovered and seen flying around through telescopes constantly. I believe they are interdimensional creatures as well.
I guess my thought is, aren't we all from outer space to somebody? I mean, we're
That
out here in the Milky Way, and I guess I don't know any other galaxies, but to somebody else, we're probably outer space. And as far as aliens go, that is the one thing I don't mess with, you guys. I don't mess with aliens. I will take on a demon. I'll take on a Sasquatch, Mothman, you name aliens. No. And here's why I won't take on aliens. Okay. So, for instance, Sasquatch comes, I go hunting in the woods, right? I have a gun I can shoot him with, right? While I'm like running away. Spirits, I use the rosary, holy water, whatever. I can battle all of these different entities and like cryptoids and whatever. Aliens, I cannot battle. There is nothing that I have in my arsenal, in my purse, that's going to help me. So I don't mess with aliens at all. They're like off limits to my world.
that's an interesting theory, but I truly don't believe if aliens do come in contact with us, I don't believe they would be here to truly harm us. I think they would be truly here to help us. Whereas I would be afraid of a Bigfoot because if I angered him, he could snap me like a twig. As far as ghosts, I dealt with some pretty negative energies before, but at the same time, I can like I feel more protected, but aliens, I don't think I would be afraid of an alien. I mean, I've learned so much over the last, I would say 5+ years about aliens that I truly don't fear of them anymore. I think from the ones that I've heard about, there's good and bad in everything, right? Cryptids, ghosts, and everything. Not all ghosts are Casper the Friendly Ghost, and not all ghosts are demons either. So we have to be yin and yang. Just like there's not all good humans in the world, then there's some really nice humans in the world. Like I would walk in a back alley with Harley Black. I would not walk down the back alley with Hannibal Lecter.
I mean, I would, but that's just because I'm a crazy cookie. And to your question, do I think demons are potentially old elemental spirits? Possibly. I think that the word demon is just kind of um, it's been in the media so much, and so many people use it just very loosely that I don't think today's day and age the word demon actually is what it represented, maybe 100 years ago. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that one.
I would agree with you. I mean, there are books about the 70, what is it? The 72 demons, or is it the 52 demons? I can't remember. But there is a book out there. It documents demonic entities very in depth. But you're right. The demon word does get thrown out there a lot, but I find that's by people who don't know or are not. I don't want to say they're dumb, but they're not very educated on what the spirit world really is.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I like that
Uh,
version. Just, just you're just uneducated. It's okay. Bless your
well,
heart.
it's there are people that have been doing this for a very long time, like yourself. You would know more than somebody that just sits there and watches nothing but ghost hunting shows all day and not really put in the research or the time to learn what a ghost is, because really, for anybody who knows, a ghost is just energy. It's not it's it was once alive. As we all know, you can't kill energy, so when we die, it's our energy that continues, not a ghost, not a spirit. It's energy that has human knowledge, and that's what's haunting a place. It's not an actual thing. It's so this is where I try to get into educating people that what they see and what they need to know is that there's really no such thing as a ghost. It's energy that just keeps living in something, like your place where this fire happened. It's it's negative energy that is attached to, I would say, the property at one time. Have you ever done a research of your property? Because I find that depending on what happened in that area could be causing negative energy. Oh, I think Harley froze up on me here. Let's hope we can get her back. Let's see here. What do you think demons are? I heard the theory of. Uh, okay, Harley, if you, yeah, just try to log back in and we'll try to keep things going. What do you think demons are? And I heard the theory that they are old elementals. I've heard that as well. See, I don't truly believe in demonic entities or calling something a demon, because I believe that it's just a negative energy that just happens to be uh just happens to be around. And a negative energy is just that. And I say that how you are in this lifetime is how you're going to be in the afterlife as well. But there are cases uh of demon possessions or demonic entities. When you get into cases like the Amityville horror case, uh, they say it was demonic. Even the Defoe family was the son that killed everybody was said that he was possessed by a demon that came through his TV or talked to him through the white noise of his TV. So I truly believe, there could be a lot of mental health issues in that case as well. So that's what's this? then you know better than to speak for something or responsible for it. If you want to know something, you ask. Yeah, no, I would agree. I mean, you do got to be careful what you ask for when you are dealing with the paranormal, because I mean, it it can affect things out there can hurt you and possess you. And I mean, I kind of saw a little bit about that when we were at the Hinsdale house. I had an incident that happened to me. I had a very negative attachment come with me. So, but that's but then there's a lot of theories on that as well. Is that what is happening? Is it really demonic, or is it just our minds telling us that? Demons are things, angels are teachers of light, demons are teachers of the dark, and they literally teach us. Yeah, no, I can truly agree with that. I mean, it's how we learn. But you have to really, uh, you have, like I said, it's just one of those things when you're dealing with someone, but everybody's so quick to just put a demon word attachment to it when they don't really know what they're dealing with. I just think that it's used too commonly nowadays. All right. Yeah, I can agree with that. That is truly interesting. I would love to talk to you more about that. I mean, I'm not one that has a lot of knowledge. I mean, the only understanding that I've known is from people that I've worked with in the paranormal field. I actually worked with a priest who was an exorcist, and I we have had him on the show to kind of talk about it. We've also had uh, Bishop Rita, who is from the show The Legion of Exorcists. So I mean, I there's still a lot to learn. I mean, I'm not one to say that I know everything about the the demonic world, but there's always something to learn. You can never know enough uh about a particular subject. Mhm. So yeah, but so hopefully Hurley can make her way back. But yeah, in the meantime, like I said, we were just at the UFO contact convention up in Holt Lake, Michigan. Very interesting time, and like I said, they were always well, it's like I said, it's if I don't claim to be an expert on anything. I'm just out here. People ask, and Harley, I'm just getting her opinion on it. She's kind of probably having issues coming back, but yes. What's this? I did an investigation at a wipe our city a few years back and got a picture that looked like a translucent woman. The skeptic in me says it was a trick lady, and another part of me wonder what if. Yes, and that is also all a lot of part about learning about paranormal investigation, especially when you're using cameras. It can be very tricky. Even like the slightest light that can come into the room can have a tricky effect on a camera where it can be dispelled. But it also goes back to uh, if anybody was with you, it would know more about the history or have had very similar pictures or experiences there as well. So yeah, it's but yeah, no, I mean if you got that picture, definitely send it to me. You can send any request you can send to the paranormal voice at gmail.com, and you will definitely I will definitely respond. And if I can't figure out, I usually have some people that are very good and very knowledgeable about photography that will definitely take a look at it and a lot better and explain it to me because, like I said, I I've had a lot of photos that it can be very iffy. So yeah. Uh, Great. Once I get done the show, I will go through and I will make sure that I grant that request. So yeah, I just don't know if Hurley's going to make her way back. I truly apologize. We will have to try to reschedule the show once again with Hurley Black. Uh, but I've got a little bit more time. If anybody's got any other questions or comments or anything you'd like to discuss, and I'd be more than happy to give you my knowledge on anything that's paranormal or cryptic or UFOs. I did have a UFO experience about 2 years ago. No, is it? Yeah, 2 years ago now. That'll be. I've talked about that a lot, and but yeah, no, I'm just I'm always learning. I will, that's the one thing about the paranormal field. Do I do paranormal investigations often? Not as often as I like. My last real paranormal investigation was about 2 years ago. Yep, 2 years ago. Or no, it was actually back in 2014. I can't remember. Time eludes me really badly. I took a group of paranormal investigators to the Ohio State Reformatory up in Mansfield, Ohio. Uh, I, a lot of people would know the prison from the movie The Shawshank Redemption. So it was a dream location of mine, and I took 15 of my closest friends and we went up there and we had an amazing time up at the Ohio State Reformatory. Do I get to do a lot of investigations? I would love to do a lot more. But as anybody who knows the shows, putting on parent or like doing these podcasts each and every week, doing a lot of research, and also too trying to work a full-time job as well as I've got other side projects that are going to be coming out probably early next year. So just trying to do a whole balance thing. But I have been offered to go out on some more paranormal investigations, and I just hope that I can get out to explore some of them. A lot of them are in the Michigan area. For anybody that's in Michigan, there are some truly amazing places. The old mill in Dundee, Michigan is truly amazing. If anybody's ever been out there, they've actually got the Parafest that's coming up November 8th. If you like to check that out, they get some amazing speakers there and talks. And actually, uh, two or three of the people that are going to be speaking there this year were actually with me on the investigation up at Ohio State Reformatory. I hope to get back there again soon because it's truly amazing place. So yeah, it's paranormal investigations. I've been paranormal investigating over 20 years. I've done some pretty interesting things. I've done the Hinsdale House, and I was actually part of Northern Ontario or Northern Michigan. Oh, you're gonna love it up there. That's cryptid country in Northern Michigan. Actually, we did a lot of events up in Northern Michigan. There's up in the Sault Ste. Marie area, but a lot of cryptids been sighted up there. So yeah, it's I I'm glad you're moving up there. It's a very beautiful place to live. I know I enjoy visiting every chance I get up there. So, and they do have. So if you follow the miparacon.com or the miparacon Facebook page, they always got events that are happening there. I think they just finished up their haunted cruises for the year, but they might have some other stuff and some ghost walks that are happening as well. So check those guys out, Brad and Tim, two amazing paranormal investigators. They've been doing this for many decades as well, and we've had a great opportunity to work with have those guys on the show and also be a part of their events as well. Um, so yeah, so guys, geez, I was just really hoping that Harley was going to be able to make her way back. So yeah, I'm just probably going to end this show a little bit early. If there's anybody has any more questions, I'd be happy to field some more questions before I log off here. What uh, did you investigate Waverly Hills? We want to go. Waverly Hills is definitely on my bucket list of places to investigate. We actually had Vince. I can't just his last name is the Urban Explorer. You can find him on social medias. He's actually been on our show as well. He is he used to, I don't know if he still does, but he used to work for Waverly Hills, and also Michael John, the guy who works with me on this show every once in a while. He did Waverly Hills. Actually, he did a documentary about Waverly Hills. I want to say probably close to 10, 15 years ago. Spectral Solutions. You might be able to find that documentary on YouTube. I'm not sure. So if you go to Spectral Solutions, Waverly Hills, you might be able to find that. That was truly interesting. I actually have it in DVD. It is pretty cool. Uh, I have a lot of footage from there, and I'm still not done. Yeah, it is a pretty massive place. It is truly. I mean, yeah, it would be definitely a place you would have to be there for multiple nights and not just. It's not something you could do over or like in one night because I hear that the place is absolutely gigantic and there's so much to explore and with the multiple floors as well. Yeah, definitely on my bucket list of places to go. and to experience in my lifetime. I still have a bucket place, and I usually ask people. So, anybody on the side, if you want to give me your number one bucket place you would love to investigate, mine would be Alcatraz. I just have a thing for prisons. I don't know why, but I always find haunted prison stories or places that are prisons are truly fascinating to me. And of course, Alcatraz being the history and seeing all the documentaries about Alcatraz, would be my number one place to investigate for sure. Uh, I'm doing a video. I'm doing a video earlier, but I'm doing it for my main channel, so I won't have all the questions. Maybe you can make it a little docu series where you can release it, a little bit at a time, and because yeah, I mean a lot of editing would definitely probably take up a lot of your time. So I wish you luck with that. Yeah, please let me know when that drops. I would love to see it. Uh, Eastern State, it would be high on my list. Eastern State, is that in Pennsylvania? Or I I I mean there's a lot, but I'm not uh that's oh cool. That takes a lot of talent. Animation stuff. That's cool. I'll definitely have to check that out. Because I mean, as you can see, we our intro video is animation. We had an amazing company do that for us. East State Penitentiary. Yes, yes. No, I've definitely. I know lots of groups that go there uh, and do some events there. So yeah, I would definitely love to come down. There's a lot of places in the PA that I would love to explore. Have you ever been to the? I think it's called the Clifton Hill Theater. Um, Let me look that up real quick. Um, let's see here. I know one of the organizers or one of the people that run that place. Just uh, uh, it's called the Huntington Cinema Clifton Five. Um, it's a truly I see a lot of the stuff that they're doing there, and right now they're in their the middle of doing their haunted tours. So it's like a movie night, and then you get to do an investigation of the theater afterwards. It is pretty cool. I would love the Whitney in Detroit. Yes, Heather and Chad Dye of Dye Paranormal. They host quite a few events there. Two truly amazing people, that's for sure. Love those guys. They had an event that was called the uh, oh, the name is eluding me right now, but the Whitney. Yes, I've heard a lot about that place. I've not heard about Yeah, no, look it up. I'm sure they got a Facebook place. Because like I said, I know they've been posting a lot of what's going on. Uh, just trying to see if they have any dates that I see on there. Uh, they just had one on October 4th. Yeah, it's the Huntington Cinema Clifton 5. So yeah, Pennsylvania, check it out. It's the Haunted Clifton Theater. That's what they call it. So check it out. You can find them on Facebook. They do some pretty cool play. They do some, like I said, you can go watch a movie and then go investigate the place. I'm like, that would be so cool because I mean, if you're freaked out by a horror movie, then you're already, you're already, your wits are already open. So guys, thank you so much. Hurley, sorry you couldn't get back on. I will be in contact with you. We'll try to get the show reset up again, and we will get you back on here. So, guys, that's going to do it for me. Stay tuned. As soon as I get all the details together, I will release our next show date. I know we have one coming up, a special edition coming up October 21st. I have just one sec here. Get this right. I just booked these guys. It's going to be a special Tuesday night show. They are. Come on, pop open. They are 3 members from the series, the Hometown Haunt series. They one of them is the co-owner of the Haunted Nights Paranormal Events, and also co-founder of the Twisted Realm. They're going to be coming up October 21st. It is a Tuesday night. It's a special edition. It's the only time these guys are going to be available. It's going to be a pretty exciting show. I can't wait to talk to these guys. It's going to be amazing. So watch out for that. But I'm sure I'll have one other show before then. I sometimes it just getting details and get the shows all set up takes a little bit of time. But yeah, I will keep you guys informed. Once again, thank you for everybody on the side for commenting. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. And I will get Hurley Black back as soon as I possibly can. But guys, in the meantime and in between time, don't forget to check out our sponsor. If you're in the New York area, the Haunted Western Block in Lockport, New York, go check those guys out. The QR code is right on my screen. I'll just get that. And yeah, you will be able to. They've got ghost hunts going on right now all through October into the middle of November, I believe. But if you're part of a paranormal team, you can book a private event there, a private investigation. You can be there all night. Like I said at the beginning of the show, if anybody was late watching the show, it actually has been featured in 2 seasons of uh, Deathwalkers with Nick Groff, and I can't remember what season is, but Expedition X with Josh Gates. I believe it was not last season; it was the season before. I can't remember what season they're on right now. But guys, check out the Haunted Western Block. Truly amazing. The Buffalo Phantom Hunters, great people down there. So in the meantime and in between, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.